Hello, traders. How are we doing today? Jay, Moab, the French Bull, Swooping Hawk, Gons, Paul, Edwin, Lotmo Crypto. Welcome everybody. Hit the like button on your way in if you would like to. Actually, no, just do it anyway. Alessio, Munir. Cool. All right. Everybody doing good today? It's so hot today, man. It's like the hottest day of the year here in the UK. It is boiling. I've got the AC on, but the way my apartment's laid out, it's like the AC, because I'm on basically a like a mezzanine thing. It's a duplex, and it's like the air just goes like up over my head and then sinks downstairs. So the upstairs bit where I am never properly cools down because it all just sinks to the bottom of the apartment down to the ground floor. So although the AC's on full, it's just like blowing over my head at the moment and not actually helping me too much. So man, it's hot. It's hot. I've been doing most of my work today just from my laptop downstairs and from the little roof garden, which has been nice. So yeah, if I don't make any sense, or if I suddenly disappear, I've passed out from heat or anything like that, then you know why. No, it's not too bad. Anyway, cool. How is everybody else doing today? Are we feeling good? How's the weather where you are? That's like such a British thing to say. How's the weather doing? Is it nice and warm there? I know where P is, it's nice and warm. Probably. Very hot. Yeah, right, okay. So, it's going to be another one of those days again today where I probably just talk for however long. Because I don't really see that there's a trade here. So we'll have a look. We'll obviously cover the ES and we will cover legacy markets. But yeah, for Bitcoin, there's nothing on. Nothing on at all that I can see that would make it interesting for me to trade. If we're looking at this, okay, London session trading below Asia session, volume non-existent as we go into the last 20 minutes before the New York Open. Yesterday, one of the most frustrating trading days that I think we've had in a while. I got into a really good position on ES, didn't take profit on it where I should have done, which would have been at the VWAP, because I always should take profit on the VWAP. But didn't take profit at the VWAP, probably because I was distracted because we were doing it live. Honestly, like my win rate when I'm live trading is not quite as good as when I'm not, because I am so easily distracted. I was like, oh shit, there goes my alert. I didn't act on it. And then I got stopped out about 2 minutes later. But is what it is. It's all good. And yeah, so far today, there's nothing to really go on. So yesterday, of course, we didn't take out the lows from Friday. Now, I was saying that I didn't think we would have taken out the lows from Friday. I was saying that taking out the Tuesday high was more likely than taking out the Friday low. And that is what happened. Although we took out the Tuesday low as well, we did eventually come out and take out the Tuesday high. I still feel, weirdly enough, that that's the case. I just feel like this is just psyching everyone out. And it's surely too easy. Like triple bottom down here. It's going to be the most crowded trade ever. So if we do come and take these lows, I can tell you now, like, I'm telling you right now, I am not going to long it. Just because that doesn't make sense to me to long this. I think this is going to be way too overcrowded. So if we do come down here and take out these lows, That's not for me. I'm going to let it dump from then. If it does do this, and then we get a bounce, fine, whatever. Maybe there'll be something in the order flow that will make me change my mind. But that scalp long from this low is not in the plan for me at all at this stage. I'm aware of it, but I am not planning for it in any way. I just don't like it when that happens. I think they're there to be taken, and when it does get taken, it's going to become aggressive to the downside. And honestly, I think if we take out these lows, we're going to 23k. So that's my thought on this. The other option is just to move up to the MPAC and move up towards here, so that this does squeeze. We're building all of these divergences and everything, and that's my other option. But like I say, I'm flat on the market now. I'm not in a position on Bitcoin, and I do not intend to be taking a position on Bitcoin unless we move away from, well, we're at value area low now. Look, the trade that's here right now is long from value area low. You got take profit at POC, which is like a 1-to-1 basically, and then you're looking up here. It's just pointless for myself. Now, if we go over onto any other assets, we look at the ES. I cleared up my chart earlier on for the ES. I put everything into a folder because I'm doing some educational content on it. We were talking previously about the likelihood that this move from the 29th, the same day that everything was pumping, was going to get retraced. But a similar situation, I wasn't able to get into that short position yesterday. So I got the short from the day before. Now, the way that this works and the way that I trade this, end of New York session, flat. Just, that is the rule. That's what I do. I will never, ever, ever, and I can't. The way that I trade this, it will close my positions for me at the end of the New York session. So yesterday, going back into the ES, the trade that I wanted to get was really quite straightforward. We were looking at the New York high to the London low. I just wanted to come up and get a short position from here, basically where this alert is, yeah? So 25.04. It never happened. We never got that move up, and I missed this move. So that was frustrating. When we had the New York Open, I did attempt a small long position. If I can find where that is. Session volume, there we go. So I did attempt a long position, and this is where I did not take profit, where I probably should have done. So we swept London lows. We got that green candle, we came in, back tested, and at that stage, this was what I was doing with in the trading room, and this is the trade that I took when it was live, was like this, but I was kind of hoping that we'd come up and take out the London highs at that stage. So I got a really, really good entry on that, but didn't take profit and then got stopped. So that was the ES. And then we just carried on dumping. So it's a good job I had a hard stop loss in place. Otherwise, I would have got absolutely destroyed. And I'm sure many people did. And the NASDAQ was a similar situation. I just didn't see an opportunity on that. I wanted to see it come up and sweep highs over here. Never quite got there and just fell apart. So one of those days, like I'd had a really, really good Tuesday. But yesterday, just nothing really, it didn't give me anything, so I didn't trade it after I got stopped. I just got on with other stuff, got on with the rest of my life, and I think that's kind of what I'm thinking for today as well. So we'll have a look across the market. If anyone has any questions, as always, please do feel free to ask. And yeah, maybe I'll just talk about stuff. Rhetoric on the moon, it's cold. Radric's from the moon. He's our little alien friend. Who else do we have? Demon. Was the low of yesterday was liquidity on Bitcoin? The only thing that happened on Bitcoin that was interesting yesterday was the CME chart took the lows. All right. So here's the CME chart. 4 hour. This one took the lows, yeah? Nowhere else did. So Coinbase didn't. Inverse Perpetual didn't. Binance didn't. So it was just on the CME that we did. And did... GBTC is just ridiculous. I don't understand what's going on with GBTC. Yeah. So that was the only really interesting thing that happened. So that was the only thing that you could say, okay, yeah, liquidity was taken. It was on thingy-majiggy, whatever I'm talking about. And then on the micro CME as well. Took the lows, yeah? So micro took the lows, main BTC, CME pair took the lows. But that's it. V says, Luke, I'll be back when Bitcoin is above 30k. We better hope Bitcoin's above 30k by the end of this month, then. But Frenchbull thinks it's going to be 24.3k before end of month. Interesting. Interesting. No one's talking. No one's liking. Everybody like the stream. It's so dead, man. When I came back onto YouTube, though, we were getting like over 100 people regularly, and now there's only 50 of you. Only 17 likes. It's very sad. Very sad. I need to start tequila streams again, that's why. It's now... So the last time I drank... I mean, I had 2 beers when I went to see Stormzy. The time before that, it must be 6 weeks or something now that I last had anything to drink. That's kind of mad, right? It's good though. You feel so much better for it. You've heard it here first, guys. P's gone until 2024. P's on an extended holiday that will last forever. Oh, let's bring up exo charts. There's our previous day point of control again. Have we hit that if we look on trading view? It's not even there. There's PD Buck. Buckety Buck. $25,600. 4 hour chart. More divergence. Another increase in open interest. How do we have bullish divergence here? Wait, how? That doesn't make sense. Eh? Okay, yeah, it does make sense. Fair enough. So now we got the divergence from here to here, the divergence from here to here. Oh, order flow, man. Let's look on this one. Yeah, this is dead. This is dead. And still nobody's talking. What am I going to talk about? This is up to you guys. You are leading the chat today. You. Luke, do you think we can scalp BTC based on good reaction only on OnlyFans without significant level? I know you mean order flow, don't worry. Can we scalp it from here? I mean, technically yes, right? Just the most like simple, straightforward. Like you got stacked imbalances there, creates a new low. We flip that, change in order flow. We're back testing it now. You can go long. Aim for VWAP. That's based off of purely order flow right now. If we add delta into it, we look at the shorts opening up. There's nothing much here. That is just one of. In fact, this is the first time today that we've had it, because that then tested as resistance. This was chopping around like anything. Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah, along with this low as an invalidation is a higher than 50% chance that you're going to go here before you go here. So non-financial advice, but I've got enough stats on this to say that's about a 1-to-1. You've got a higher than 50% chance of that happening. But that's all I can give you. And that for me is, so where are we now? And where are we expecting this to go? Like when you add fees into the equation, like this is your trade. This is the trade we have right now, is this. It's shit. That. And you've got a move of 0.14%. So unless you're trading this on like Mexi, where you're not paying a penny of fees, then yeah, that's all there is. And also it's not even giving you a 1-to-1, right? So we're also only 7 minutes away from the New York Open, and market structure is down. So if you really, really want to try and take a long position, by all means, do it. But don't blame me if it goes wrong, because it's probably going to go wrong. So I'm taking that position off of the chart before anyone gets any stupid ideas, because that is a stupid idea. If you are stupid, if you're stupid, take it. The alternative is to find a short position. And to find a short position would be from VWAP. So if this does bounce into VWAP, daily open, great, short. Stop loss above the highs, going back down towards the lows. So let's see. Jay, Luke, get a clean chart and show us how you set your important levels from scratch. I think it's a useful exercise. Also get more views. And French Ball, what's your opinion on URA, high time frame, medium time frame? Okay, let's do the two together. Let's do both of these things. Let's go URA. That's uranium, right? French Ball, are you asking about uranium? Uranus? Look at my chart on this one. I remember I bought uranium back in like 2018. I bought this ETF. I think I still have this ETF. Or like not the ETF obviously, because I'd be paying. But I think I still have some kind of uranium stock. May or may not do. All right, let's chart this from the higher time frames. Let's get rid of that descending triangle nonsense. Is that the one with the most history? I guess it is, yeah. Just marking up some levels. I don't even think I'm going to go for these like lower time frame things because they're all just kind of occupying the same space. So those are like the real high time frame levels. You've got yearly open, yearly, quarterly. You almost have like some, I know it's like way too deep on the retraces for all of this. Way too deep. But you've got the structure there. Essentially 886. So it's gone 886 before. And then you're looking at this. So your 886 is up here. So all you've really got on this, okay, you've taken out highs from September 2022. Nothing too significant. It's not like a yearly high or anything like that, is it? So your previous year high is all the way up here. Within this area, you've got daily OB, weekly. Go for the weekly. Yeah, I just would. So you you got two things, right? It's like a little SFP off of these highs, but uptrend. Would you not be looking up towards $27 on this? And then at that stage, maybe that bigger back test happens, because if this is going to go and basically engulf the previous year. So from this year, it never took out previous year lows, but you had like some kind of consolidation, breaking that, come back up towards this 27 and then back test from down there. Maybe come down here somewhere. Before going again. I don't really think there's too much more to chart on this. See, the reason why I'm saying these lows is because when I see ones like that are just like smooth, then I would look for them to get taken out at some point. Oh, okay, yeah, so yeah, so this is the thing. I mean, so you got this little gap, right? So 16, 17, there's a little gap down here. You're then taking out these. Again, those like smooth edges. Baby's bottom stuff. I just think there's probably a bit more upside to come from this. I think nuclear is going to be doing pretty good though. See, to me that looks like accumulation. You go for New York's opened. Fair, nothing's happening. I'm looking at this at the moment. There's nothing moving. Accumulation for 5 years. Manipulation. You just sweep the lows, back test, mark up in price, and now you're holding above what was a 5-year accumulation period. So I wouldn't be looking back down there again yet, probably. Let's go for a yes. P again. You going for that, right? $43.90. It's because you got your R-vol candle right there. That way. That's why he's saying it. Oh, the 618. So to go for bearish continuation. Why is this not showing as New York Open? All right, there you go. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm gonna. Alright, yeah, you can fade that. I want to see this hit the VWAP, which is a 4448. 4448. But first move up of the day, you can likely be able to fade that. Bitcoin chillin'. Neither alert gone off yet. Didn't take out the lows. So, and a couple of offers here on ES. Okay. Vigo, I'm watching IB low from yesterday on ES for a potential short from yesterday, the initial balance low. From yesterday. So your initial balance is there. Okay, yeah. Sure, yeah, why not? I am very, very likely going to short VWAP if it can hit it, because VWAP is the GOAT when it comes to ES. It's just like so easy. Like it hasn't broken above the VWAP for a long time. There we go. So anyone who took that long position, the silly long position from Bitcoin, that has now taken out the highs. So there you go. That's a winner. I mean, it almost stopped out, but it didn't. So there's your winner on Bitcoin into VWAP as well. That goes ES into its little wappy. So let's see if I can get a little short position on this. A little scalp. If not, then London highs look pretty good. Demon BK, so is that a short signal? So the thing is, with VWAP, it's where I would take profit from rather than opening a trade. But on ES, I like, there's so many opportunities where it hits the VWAP and it like actually gives a good trade. So the problem is with this, you don't know where, there's no invalidation unless it's like London highs, by which point you're coming into the area that I would usually want to take a short. So for this, essentially the strategy that I have is saying the clearest short opportunity will be up here. Yeah, so 4472. Yeah, initial balance low could do it. At that stage, you may as well take out those highs. But as a quick scalpy in and outie, VWAP's usually pretty good. You got this gap above, so 4465.34. Bounce was from value area high, previous range, 30 minute. Where are you drawing that from? Yes. Bounce from the 618 to the, like, literally to the cent. To the cent. So there's your price, 4435. There's your VWAP. Getting the little rejection now. Nice thing about trading the ES is I don't have to worry about fees. So even if it is a tiny little move like this, the fact that we've just back tested that means I can take some profit from it. The bullish candle on BTC got corrected instantly. Yeah, well, I mean, Bitcoin came in VWAP, daily open, daily point of control. So Brito, what do you mean no fees? So where I trade, it's just an in and out fee. It's just it doesn't matter the size of the move, you pay the same fee. And it's like not even you can trade a 2-tick move and make profit on legacy markets. It's irrelevant. It's minuscule. Delirium in the house. Welcome. Which exchange? Right, bear with. I've not tried this before, so bear with me, but let me just open up my emails. This is another... log in. Ah, fuck's sake. Hold on for a second. Oh, I don't know how this works. Right, so 60% off. Basically, I've got... So there's 2 prop firms that I use. And I've always been reluctant to like... I knew the prop firm wars were going to happen. I knew that a lot of them would go bust. And I've been doing a lot of like... research, been grilling certain prop firms to see whether they can prove their liquidity, whether they seem legit, what it is that they're offering to their clients, and whether it's safe in which to go and trade with them. And there are two that I like. And there are two that I've tried, I've tested. They work well, the liquidity is good. They tell that it is transparent in exactly where their liquidity is coming from, exactly who you are trading through, exactly what kind of regulations they have, and basically they are immune to all of the shit that's going on, because 90% of these prop firms are going to be gone by the end of the year. So I've never ever recommended anyone to try using them. So there's things like, there are ones that I've tried and I would just be like, just don't touch that shit. And there are ones that I've actually spoken about on here before. So there's one that a lot of the crypto people use. Don't touch that shit. They're not going to be around for much longer. There's other ones that people use that I'd be like, don't touch that shit either. But there's two that are okay and that I feel fairly confident enough to basically, for me to trade with them, and for me to say to like other people that they're probably safe. Those are Top Step and Funded Engineer. So Top Step, weirdly enough, a US prop firm, but they're like old school. They've been around since like 2001. They're proper like from the pits in Chicago. They're licensed. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be fine. And with Top Step, they have, so I've never used this link before, but they gave me this, which is like 60% off of their all of their accounts. So I think you can get like a 100k challenge for like $60 or something like that. So there's that one. And then the other one that I like is Funded Engineer. I'm going to do some content about this. I'm going to go over the pros and cons of all of them. Funded Engineer, I don't think I've got a link for them. I'm trying to get like offers for everyone. I don't know what I get in return for these. I'm just like, have you got good offers that we can offer people? I think with Funded Engineer, they're going to give us some like free accounts to give out. So like we're going to get like a bunch of 10k challenge accounts that people can try it, and then it's no risk because you don't have to pay anything. So I think we're getting a bunch of those, and maybe like a discount from then on. I don't know yet. I've just been trying to do stuff again. Like I say, I don't want anything from them because it's not like there's no money to be made in affiliates anyway. So yeah, that's what it is. But try that if you want to try something. That's the cheap one, like the Top Step one. So if you click on that link, I think it gives you, I don't know, but this is the one that I use. I trade it through Quantower. Right, so this is the one that I'm actively using. I'm using that, and I'm using Funded Engineer. And both of those seem like rock solid. They're not in any danger of being closed down or anything like that. Obviously FTMO as well, but they're a giant. So FTMO is like the Binance of prop firms, so they're not going anywhere. But for these two, if you want an alternative to FTMO, then they're the ones I would maybe suggest. Okay. Well, there we go. There's a nice start to the New York session. That's a $1,300 profit so far. This is the really nice thing as well, right? So this is my short. I didn't take it straight away. Waited for a little confirmation. That's my short position on. And this is using Quantower, so it's really nice. This is on Top Step, by the way. Well, that more than makes up for my bad trade yesterday, doesn't it? And close that. That's $2,000 in the bank. All right. Cool. Anyway, what should we do now? I'm out of that position now, so I can think again, and I can do more stuff. Vigo, funded engineer is probably better for Forex and based on CFDs, while indices is better done through futures top step. Yeah, the thing with both funded engineer, I think you can trade crypto. I think you can trade Bitcoin as well. But I think you have to use, they give you 2 brokers to go through. They give you Purple Markets, which is, or is it Purple and Blueberry? I think they're the 2, which weirdly enough is like blueberries are purple. So maybe I'm just getting confused. Maybe blueberry and purple are the same thing. Maybe there's another one. But on one of them, you can trade crypto depending on which liquidity provider, which broker you're trading through. And on the other one, you can't. The one I've got, I can't trade crypto. And on Top Step, apparently you can trade crypto, but I can't trade crypto. I think that's because I'm using Quantower, not MT4. But I do need to do more on it. I do need to do more research and stuff on it anyway. Right, back over to Bitcoin. I should have just held this short. This is where it's got to hold, otherwise you're coming down and taking these lows, which I think is probably going to happen anyway. So there's a good opportunity to take a short on Bitcoin, good opportunity to take a short on ES. Who took a short with me? Did anyone? Short from Daily Open. Delirium, yes, that's the best one of all. That's the best one. Because we have VWAP up there, we have Daily Open up there, we have Daily POC up there. And we look at the state of that. Did it tick above? It did. It ticked above by 3.30 cents. Higher than London highs. Banzai took a short. Hey, we're all short today. We're all making money. Happy days. Happy days. Short from VWAP. Brilliant. Tempted to scout long it. I'm gonna continue looking at ES. There is a temptation to go long now. If you haven't taken profit, I would probably say now's a good time to do so. It does, like, the thing is, there's nothing bad ever happens from taking profit. The only thing that can happen is you maybe miss out on a bit more of a move. But, like, for me, for example, I closed out my position here. And you just wait for the next one. I mean, if we hit VWAP again, I'll probably short it again. It's like, I just love just going in and out, in and out, in and out. Once I'm out of a position, I don't have to think about it anymore. I'm like, oh, cool, I've got that money. It's done. Easy. And the nice thing about it was that that was $2,000 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Open a position, 7 minutes later, you're up $2,000. You just need 1 or 2 of them a day, and you're laughing. What else you been buying up, Luke San? None. Nothing at all. Yeah. Demon, I'm risking 1%. So I have a, when it scalps, right, this is how I'm doing it, and I've not yet been burnt. So I have a hard stop loss regardless of the position. If I go 2% drawn down on my account, it closes out my trades. Right? So if that's if I lose 2% of my account, done for the day, it will block my account for the day. So I've set those rules for myself. If I get 2% drawdown. So that just means that worst case scenario, I can go out, because I'm taking like really short term trades. If I go 2% down, I'm out. Where I would usually place my stop is on a 1% risk, which is what I did on this occasion. But sometimes I do just, especially on a scalp like it is from VWAP, for example, I will I might just do it without placing my stop straight away. But when you're trading moves that like literally within like a minute or two, this is what happened yesterday. So yesterday I can go over here, right? I'll show you exactly what happened. So this is the 1 minute time frame. So this is the long I took yesterday. And this was the one I took in the trading room. So we had that move down on open. I'll use the replay function. So this was our New York Open yesterday. You go and put in a low. That is the candle that would signify for me to be, so once you've put in like, there's been an attempt at a reversal, then you wait for that to break. And this is just one of the things I'm doing. I've mainly been paper trading this. But once you break that, you can then take the opposite side. So your first move's down, you know you want to fade it. So today it was nice and easy because we had VWAP there. All right, we had a reason in which to do it. Yesterday, okay, we were just taking out the London lows. So we carry this on. We're still going down. There's no entry, there's no entry, there's no entry, there's no entry, there's no entry. At that point, okay, you've broken. You've broken that. You've got a close above. So now you can long. Basically anywhere within here. That's the way that I like to trade it. Ideally, you want your position in here. So that's where you want to get your position. But more often than not, especially when it's an open, you're literally just going to test that level. So the next candle, next 1 minute, there it is. Okay, you test it and then you go. So that was where I opened. Now, what I didn't do is at that point, that should have been me out. Okay, you're in a downtrend. VWAP is too strong. I should have been in, out, 1 minute. Right? I didn't do that. Instead, I placed my stop loss down here because I was aware that, right, I could still get an entry down here and this could still give me a bit more of that VWAP. Now you carry that on a little bit more, you carry that on, you carry that on. There you go. That's the other entry. All right. So now you come into the place in which I would have wanted to buy initially. And I was like, okay, well, look, I would have just gone long here if this one hadn't happened anyway. I didn't take profit there, so I should still be able to get an opportunity to get out here, because that would have been probably the trade I would have gone for. Now, I can't remember what happened. Oh, yeah, you hit it again. So I had 2 opportunities to take profit on this trade. Once again, I didn't take profit. I was doing the trading room. I was trying to talk at the same time. And I was trying not to I think I was looking at Bitcoin. I was looking at other stuff. We were looking across the whole market. Now, you carry that on, and then what happens afterwards? We're just chilling out, and then bang. Fucked. Yeah, so for all that time, and this was when we had news event. So there was a news event then that I forgot about, and then it stopped me out. So the problem with this one is I placed my stop loss, and then I got some fairly bad slippage on that at the same time. So yesterday wasn't a very good day, and I was like, I'm done for the day. I didn't hit my 2% like maximum loss for the day, but it was a bit more than 1% that I wanted to lose. And I'd had 2 opportunities to close out of that in profit. I didn't take it. I'm an idiot. And then that happens. But at least I got stopped, because if I didn't, and even if I didn't have a hard 2% risk limit for the day, that would have been me completely wiped out. Because if then I've been hoping to get back in, it never gives an exit ever, right? You come here, you back test the initial balance a couple of times, you're riding down this VWAP, like those VWAP bands, you're just riding them down. VWAP's miles away still at this stage. There's no exit from this at any stage. And if you were taking a challenge account, or if you were on a funded account and you didn't have a hard stop loss there, and you're taking the kind of position sizes that I am taking on this, that's it, account gone. No more account for you. You've lost your entire funded account at that stage. So that's how important the stop loss is. With crypto stuff, I'm a little bit more chill. Yeah, because I'm not going in with like big size on crypto comparatively to what I'm doing on legacy markets. On legacy markets, like P said, it is like you're talking like you're talking like millions. 5 or 10 contracts on the mini, just because all I want to do is just get in and out. And if I can't get in and out, I have absolutely zero intention of holding any trade for longer than like 5 or 10 minutes. Because I just want to get on and chill out and to do the rest of my day. So that's my thought processes. I haven't got wrecked so far by doing that, and I think it's doing quite well for me right now. So yeah. So we're back here now. We haven't taken out the lows. Does anyone else have any like questions or anything? Or anything you want to ask based on the random ramblings on that I just did? Was that useful? Was that helpful to see like how I messed up yesterday? This is such a mess. You had a question, but it got missed. John, where's your question? Hey Luke, do you plan on posting more content over on Twitter? I'm posting all the time on Twitter. But yes, yeah, like actual useful content that would maybe help increase followers. Yes. So there are like two things that I'm working on right now. Is first of all a course that's going to go into the crew and then gradually get released on YouTube and onto Twitter and stuff. So it will be like you have the choice of either, if you're in the crew, you'll be able to access the whole thing straight away. If you're not in the crew, then it will just gradually trickle through. Because I'm aware that we need to somehow get more followers. And then I'm working on a bit of like, on some other stuff as well. So there's like a bit of a pivot going on. Not like rebranding, but I've never liked the Taurus crypto thing. I think we're just more like Taurus now. So that I might rebrand a little bit. I don't know. If anyone has any thoughts on that, let me know. I overthink all this stuff, and I've just realized that I just need to start taking more action on things. It's like we had that the website redesign that was done, and I was overthinking it, and I was overthinking it, and I was overthinking it, and then one day I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna work with what we've got, what got built for us, and then just put it out there. Because what harm can be done? It's like a losing trade. We had a losing trade with one of the things that I tried recently, which was like so I may as well try stuff. Taurus trading, yeah. I mean, just Taurus. I know the TT's cool, but I think Taurus in itself is a cool little brand. But I don't know. I'm playing with ideas. I've mentioned this as well previously, but I'm gonna start doing one-to-ones again. TT. Yeah. TT. Oh, I want to. TT's a little bit too close to some certain competition, then, is it? I don't even consider that to be competition anymore. I know. Yeah, I don't consider that to be our competition. Mark my words, by this time next year, we'll be doing better than the other two-letter community. Mainly because they're just shadow banned everywhere because they've bought all their subs back like in 2021. So it's impossible for them to grow. Whereas for us, it's not impossible for us to grow. Are they your neighbors? What do you mean, are they my neighbors? I gotta watch what I'm saying sometimes. I share too much. I'm too transparent. John Todd, loved Taurus when I was there, but no paid groups anymore for me, too much influence. That's the thing, like, and absolutely, I cannot even, for me, like, I have no argument against that at all. Like, what I want, and this is the only reason these groups exist, okay? You have two things. Everyone's going to learn to trade, and I want every single person watching this stream to become a better trader than I am. That's like all I really care about. I want to give off, like, I want to pass on everything I know and everything I've learned about trading to every single person that watches, regardless of whether they're paying for content or whether they're just watching the live streams. All I want is to pass on all the information I have, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whatever's in my brain and whatever I do, I want you guys to learn that. The problem I have is that I'm doing this and I'm not really, I reckon everybody here, and there are people here that can become better traders than I am. And I'd love that, because if you guys are making money, then I've done my job here, and that's all that matters. Now, the reason for, and I think everyone here can become a better trader than I am, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. The fact that you're still here in a bear market, the fact that you're still watching this channel where there's nothing going on, there's like nothing to really keep you here. Look, the market's not doing anything right now. It's not really like we can take any action on this trade. The fact that you're here and not watching other influences is like, that's enough. For me, that means you're going to become profitable by doing this. The thing that the crew does is it removes, I would hope, and maybe it doesn't help some people because maybe there is too much, but I would hope that the aim of something like the crew, where you're getting fed more ideas more often, you're getting more of me, you're getting more of everyone else who's in the community, you're getting more of P, you're getting more of Randall, you're getting more of French Bull, you're getting more of like Delirium, you're getting more of Swooping Hawk, you're getting more of Cake, you're getting more of Jar Doing, you're getting more of everyone who's over there, you're getting more of everyone. I'm just naming the people that are like, and that speeds up the time for me that it would take to become profitable anyway, because you're getting fed more and more and more and more and more information. It speeds up the time. So by joining the crew, it's like a trade-off for like money versus time. So we're putting time into the crew, therefore I think it has a value. So therefore we've got to charge some money for it. Like, I don't get paid for doing this, but it's fine. I just quite enjoy doing it. And I'll take my little $50 check from YouTube every month and buy myself whatever, because it means nothing. But for the crew, we're giving our time, so therefore it has value. And on the flip side, by paying, you reduce the amount of time that it would take for you to learn the stuff that you just had to find for free elsewhere. You could learn everything it is that we have in the crew for free, but it would probably take you 10 times as long. So it's just that trade-off. So I completely respect anyone that says they don't want to join a paid group, because there is nothing there's nothing that I know that you couldn't learn for free. Nothing. Nothing at all. But finding that, like for me, it's taken what, 7 years? It took a good 4 of those to become profitable. So if you've got that much time, just do it for free. If you've not got that time, then try and get into the brain of someone else who might just be able to pass that on, and then you can become better than them. Krusty, I haven't been in the crew that long, but I'm definitely learning a lot from you guys. Thank you. Trading moves speed up the process, and normally if you already have TA knowledge. Yeah, I think that's it, because we're putting a lot of this into, we're taking stuff we already know and we're putting it into action. And that's the thing, you get to see action. You're basically getting accountability. So even if you don't take a trade, you're still learning the results of that trade. Let's say this short on ES. I would have hoped, even if you didn't take that, like if you were trading on your own, you might not have taken that and you might not have learned anything. But the fact that you've seen me take it is almost as if you've taken it yourself. So you can journal that as if it's like, this is a trade Luke took. This is the result. This is what he thought. This was his thought process. And then that can go into your brain and that can be part of your own thought process the next time you see something like that happen. And that kind of stuff is really, I would think, very useful. Where can we find the one-to-one stuff, sir? So, I'll post a link. I don't know if this is on the website. Maybe I need to edit the website again. Calendly. Let me sign in. Here we go. You can just book a call directly this way. So if anyone does want to have a chat about anything, you can either use this to buy a one-to-one. I'm only doing it for like $150 an hour at the moment, which is like peanuts, in my opinion. We used to charge £250 for this. But I just want to get back into it because I quite enjoy doing them. And it's a bear market. If I charge more, then it's just no one's gonna buy that shit, are they? But this is it. So this is my calendar. So if anyone wants to demand some of my time, just feel free, go and book it. And if you just want to request a meeting, if you have anything like there's got this request thing. I'll bring this up on here. Hold on. Here we go. So you can book a one-to-one over here. Using that link, just pick the time that suits you. Or if you have anything you want to discuss, right, book that call, go next, and then just tell me what it is so you can request a meeting for free. So there you go. Hi Luke, I'm a silent member, almost half a year, lifetime member, but right now I only have time to gather and absorb all possible information. We are moving to another place as well, changing my job. So quite busy with other things right now, but still watching your streams. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's crazy, right? Like, and this is the other thing that I like about doing the one-to-ones. Like, so there's people in the crew that I've never spoken to, like actually in person. When we first started off doing the crew, I do an onboarding call with everyone. So I know basically by name, everyone who's like a day one OG within the crew. Because I did an onboarding call with every single one of them. But I don't do those anymore. Maybe I should do those again. Because they were really nice because I got to like properly know everybody. That's how I got to know. That's how I got to know a few other influencers, because I had the onboarding call and I was like, hold on a second, why are you in the crew? And they're like, I'm here to learn from you, man. A couple of very well-known people. You should do some collabs with other creators. Some recommendations would be... Yeah, I'm always open to that. I'm always open to that. For sure. I like talking with other people. Makes it more fun. I also want to do events. I might be doing an event. So, okay, this goes back to this is kind of nice. Okay, market's not moving, but we're just chatting. I should have like a more interesting thing going on in the background. Shall we look at the order flow in the background? Oh, that's not the order flow. That is this one. All right, whilst we're chatting. The elite, this is what I meant earlier. Can you please clarify the Taurus Elite? So this is what I meant earlier by even if you have a losing trade, you learn something. So we did, I'd had enough of thinking. Like, honestly, I'd had enough about thinking of stuff, trying to plan things. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to put it out there that I want to do this, and I'm going to roll with it and see what happens. Now, based off of the feedback that I had initially from the Taurus Elite membership, the plan basically for Taurus Elite was you'd get one one-to-one per week. We'd go over stuff that's not just trading related. So I've got mentors of my own, which have actually like really helped me with my discipline, with just feeling better in general. Like, I went through a phase, I'd say first 6 months of this year, where I was really struggling, like in kind of my personal life. And I've got ADHD, I got diagnosed with that. But I was like, I almost like used that as an excuse. I was like, oh, this is why I can't concentrate on shit. This is why stuff's like that. And I started using things as an excuse. I was just having like too much fun, I think, as well. And enjoying, because I'd become profitable with trading and things. And I took my foot off the gas, and then I was just like, nah, I kind of lost my way. So I've got mentors that help me with that kind of stuff, and they're interested in getting on board and just the psychology aspect. Okay, so since I've got my psychology much better, I've got myself into a really good routine. I'm going to do more stuff on my routine. I'm waking up at the video I recorded about my daily routine was a couple of months ago now. I'm waking up like 2 hours earlier than that now. I'm getting all the shit done that I would usually put off until the end of the day, and then to the next day, and then to the next day, and then to the next day. I'm getting all that shit done like really early in the morning, got a really good routine, know what I'm doing in the evening, know what I'm doing in the morning, and it's just like massively helped my trading. So I was going to bring in aspects of that, and then we were going to do in-person events. So I wanted to do like a retreat thing where there's a couple of days where everyone gets together, we're all trading together, we're doing like healthy lifestyle, we kind of set a routine, and we're all just there like sharing similar ideas and things. That was the plan for Elite mentorship, but I think I was a little over ambitious from it initially, and based from the feedback we got, I figured out that it might be better off to hold off on that. But okay, this is the thing, if anyone is interested in that kind of thing, drop me an email, drop me a DM, and let's talk about it, let's discuss it, because I'm open to that kind of thing. It's just not something that I really felt I could be like, right, this is just what it's going to be, set in stone type of thing. So we're going to play around with it. This is the time to build stuff like that, and I do believe in being like completely transparent about everything. So with that transparency is an opportunity for members of the community to help to build that. You tell me what you want from that kind of membership, and we'll do it. If you don't tell me what it is, then I might put something out there and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's shit. Just because I think it's cool doesn't mean it's going to be helpful for you. So that's that's the plan, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, drop me a message, and we'll do that. I think what we're going to do a meetup soon anyway. Yeah. So we shall do that. Dave, yeah, of course we still chat. And this goes back to what I said earlier. Like, there's no my my job in the crew isn't to keep people here forever. If you want to go and do your own thing and have your own journey, do it. And that's kind of what it was for luxury. So yeah. Prices just stopped. Why has price stopped? See, I think it's a really good thing as well. Like, I think it's a really good thing that people who used to, or who at some stage had been part of the community, are able to then, like, that gives them a platform to be able to do something else with their life. I think that's awesome. Like, that is, for me, is like really, really great. Because without that platform, who knows what would happen. Kind of proud of that. When did you first meet P? This is getting personal now, isn't it? You guys, I'm in a very open mood. You can probably ask me anything kind of situation now. Yeah, with P it was simple, right? P, so he won't mind me saying this. P was like the first or one of the first people to just join the community. Luxury's here. Awesome. There we go. Luxury's here. Man, I hate that kid. Ah, no. I'm embarrassed now. Right, with P, it was, so he was like one of the first people to join the community, and he was just like talking all the time. And he just was like the one that was keeping the chat going, like since day one. So since I started this whole thing, he was just there, just chatting away, talking about trading, sharing ideas. And he was just like, do you need a mod? I was just like, yeah, sure. Like, I do need a mod. And yeah, that's all it was. Like, every single person who has ever had a role within Taurus has been part of the crew at some stage. Everyone. So there's no one here that has like any kind of job that hasn't like, yeah, wasn't initially a part of the community. It's like Delirium as well now. Delirium's here in the chat. Delirium's been in the crew since maybe even day one again. You've been here for ages. But now he's part of the team, which is really cool. How was your first time, Luke? You said you could answer anything. How was my first time doing what? My first time trading. I actually remember the first time I took a trade. Like I think I do remember the first time I took a trade. And I think it was on Bittrex and it was Stratus. Does anyone remember that? I think that's what it was. And that was like that was the first time that I was like, okay, I'm going to try trading something on one of these tradey type of exchanges rather than just Coinbase buying stuff. I think it was Bittrex. I know you're asking me something else, but I'm changing the question. I'm answering it the way that I want to answer it. I think that was the first one. What kind of chart is that? This is a footprint chart. This is using a platform called ExoCharts. And yeah, it gives you more information than a candlestick chart. So what you're looking at here is basically delta, so the difference between buying and selling at any particular price. Because it's so boring right now, because the market is so boring, I just have this here because it's something pretty to look at. That's literally it. That's literally it. This is something more pretty than just looking at a boring candlestick chart that's not doing anything. Shall I add the DOM onto this as well? We'll do this. What am I doing? There you go. There's some more stuff to look at. So we teach all about this kind of stuff. As well, Luxury's in here. If you want to learn more about this stuff, check out his content, because he's a wizard when it comes to order flow. Like I said earlier, probably, yeah, I've got videos explaining this. The videos I've got, and again, you can see Luxury who's posting in here. He's got good content on it. Let me find an example. So I've got the ExoChart series, and then we've got, oh my god, I need to sort out my order flow trading, absorption imbalance. Here's some videos on it. Gamer OG. Oh, that's, for fuck's sake, that's the wrong link. That's one. There's a few of these. Just search order flow trading on my page. There's another one. Taurus order flow. This is some stuff about the DOM. Oh, God. But yeah, those two videos I've posted will give you an idea, a place to start. my first trade Bitcoin was on BitConnect. Arbitrage trading, they said. Wow. 25.3 or 26.1 first. $26.1. I'm gonna take the contrarian view. I'm gonna stick with this. I am gonna stick with this that I think the market's gonna leave this behind. I don't know why. I've just had that thought in my head since like Monday. It's not really tradable information. I think the market's leaving these lows behind, and I think we're getting 26.3, yeah. 26.1 at least, yeah. But I think we're getting 26.3 rather than 25.3. We're much closer than 25.3 to 25.3 at the moment. But yeah. It's a hunch. You can't take a trade off of a hunch. Unless it's like options. In which case you can. I mean, you can take a trade off of a hunch. You just got to get your risk management right. I mean, you can do this. Like, fuck it. If you want, risk rewards there, right? If you feel so inclined to do so, blind long. Done, easy. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. That's not trading, that's gambling. But you get the idea. I'm still holding some from last night's low, wanting to see the range highs taken. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, there's enough going on that means it's not ridiculous to think that could happen. I think ES is going to bounce. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just missed, like, look, we just took out the London lows. I hate it when that happens. Like, shit. Oh shit! I've lost my volume sessions thing. Why did nobody tell me this? Why did no one tell me we took the lows? Yeah, we're bouncing now. It's too late. I missed it. Hey, at least close that trade in the short and profit. Made some money. This Nasdaq's strong, man. That is a good reaction. Oh man, I can't. The problem is I haven't saved this template. Well, no, I'm gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna have to get back my volume sessions thing later on. Re-input it in again because I'm stupid. Highs were also taken on the DXY. Oh, fuck off. Literally, man. I wanted to take that trade. I wanted to take that long. I guess I'm done for the day. I guess I'm done for the day because other than an SFP of London lows, expecting a bounce anyway, and having that thought that we could reverse this today, now that we're through VWAP, I just I got to wait for up here now. So that's gotta wait for that. Is there anything else? No, right, okay, cool. Setting alerts. That's your London high over there, isn't it? I'll set an alert that might scalp short there. I'm going to wrap it up here. I've missed the trade that would have made me like... Look, if this little move made me like $2,000 earlier, I'm missing out on like more than that now. I'm sad. Sad times. Come back for it tomorrow. Cool. Anyway, cool. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That was nice. That was nice. It's nice when we have these conversations where it's not just all price action. So when things are slow and we can talk about other stuff, it's enjoyable. It's just nice to have a chat about things. So yeah, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine. It's not going to last for much longer. This is like the last warm spell we're going to have probably for the rest of the year. So enjoy it, make the most of it. Go out, touch grass, jump in the sea, do nice things, because it's going to be winter soon, and then you're all going to be sad and wishing you'd like, yeah, that'd be sad. Great. See you guys soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.